My name is Andre Argilius. I am a third-year biomedical engineer with a concentration in mechanical design, and I'm Vice President of Operations for the Quality of Life Plus Club here at Cal Poly. What QL Plus is a multidisciplinary project-based club that focuses on prostheses, medical devices, and assistive technology for veterans and community members. So what we basically try to do is find ways to improve their quality of life, no matter how small it is. We reach out to them, we want to try and help them and take all the innovation and creative ideas that you get out of engineering.
We create senior projects, typically, or master's projects that help. They're all over the place. They could be prosthetics, they could be recreational activities, they could be specific things that help people in the workplace do activities that they weren't able to do before. And so really the direct impact is to improve the quality of life for any of our veterans who have been wounded.
I deployed to Afghanistan in the winter of 2012. About halfway through the deployment, I stepped on an IED, an explosive that was buried in the ground, a homemade device, and got hurt pretty bad. Lost parts of all 4 limbs.
The project team that I'm on, we met with Taylor Morris. He has a lot of trouble in the mornings, just putting in all of his limbs, and we were connected through the program to find a way if we can find a solution for him.
I went from being one of the most independent people out there to 100% dependent on another person, and that really took a toll. It was hard to do. I mean, imagine how often you use your arms and legs. It's how you interact with the entire world, and that was no longer an option for me.
All these things that we take for granted, that someone can easily put on their prosthetic, kind of is just thrown out the door with Taylor. And so that in itself, from an engineering standpoint, is a huge challenge. How do you design things to help him in his everyday life? Especially, that's probably something that most of us can't really empathize with. Well, we've never really experienced. We can kind of understand what he's going through, but there's so many difficulties and so many things that Taylor's gone through that it's hard to really put ourselves in his place.
There's a pen laying on the table. I can't get the fingers far enough around it to pick it up and then use it, and it makes for checking out at the grocery store or whatever. Just a slow and awkward situation. What
makes him different is, number one, how driven he is. Working with him has helped me realize how much I take for granted in the mornings, like how easy it is for me to simply just get out of bed in the morning, which is something that takes like 20 minutes for him. And the fact that he has the will to do that every day and still function in the same capacity and as any other human being is absolutely amazing to me. To see someone who works this hard for things that we take for granted, and that's definitely changed my perspective.
Members of QL Plus at Cal Poly have a particular interest in helping people like Taylor Morris through their knowledge and passion.
So I get to read all the time. When students are placed on projects, they usually send out this intro letter introducing themselves to whoever the challenger is. And I get to read their stories. And it seems like for a lot of the students who are interested in the club, some of them are interested in prosthetics, but sort of uniformly, everyone wants to help veterans. And I think some of them have personal stories, some of them have families who are first responders or in the military, and so they really want to take their engineering skills and give back to this community.
What you would need is just a commitment to helping other people and a drive to learn. That's exactly what we're looking for in here, because if you have those two things, you can learn anything in any setting that we have, and as long as the challenger is the end goal, we'll find a way to help you and them benefit directly from it.
The QL Plus Club is completely on their own time. So the officers of the QL Plus Club put in an absurd amount of hours. They're just really on top of things. And aside from, the personal satisfaction they have of doing it, they're not doing it as part of class or any other requirement. So So a lot of it is just their passion and interest.
QL Plus, I've seen incredible growth from the club since I've started. When I joined in my freshman year, we only had about maybe 8 to 12 members, most of which were seniors. Then when me and the current officers took over, we expanded our outreach, and basically we had this huge influx of just dedicated, amazing people who just want to see not only themselves grow, but also other people directly benefit. My favorite part about QL Plus is I would say mainly the community that I've gotten out of it. A lot of, when I came as a freshman, I was kind of like lost. I didn't know many people here, and coming here, I've been friends with some people for over my entire time here at Cal Poly. I've been able to meet tons of people from various backgrounds, find out what their passions are and how they align with mine and how we can mutually benefit, and it's absolutely great.
What's really amazing about Taylor is that he just has such a positive attitude that despite everything that's happened to him, and this happens with a lot of challengers, that they have such a drive to live, and to not just live, but to really make a difference and try to bring awareness to a lot of it. And I think Taylor is, on that other end of the scope where he's just bringing so much awareness to a lot of issues, and I think what he's experienced in the military, and kind of turning that around and trying to encourage people to just make a difference in life.
Improve one thing in your current situation, whether that's at home, at work, at school, something new, something old, whatever. Pick one thing and improve it.